morning in the morning. I am Gigi, and welcome to Inner Beauty Marks, the one leadership podcast that will help you uncover all those inner traits that make you exceptional. And today, I want to ask you, have you ever wanted to get started with a personal project, but for some reason, there is something holding you back? Maybe it is fear, or maybe it is just self-doubt. It happens to all of us. And then you know what? We even get to ask yourself all of these questions like, who am I to do this? Or do I have what it takes to get it done? Am I actually capable of doing it? Or the number one classic, what would others think about me? Trust me, we've all had those moments. And if any of you try to tell me you haven't, well, I guess you're an alien. Because honestly, we all hesitate sometimes. And it's just that little thought of being judged or criticized. Or maybe we overthink about the fact that we might not have all the knowledge, all the skills, all the talent. Or maybe we just won't get the attention that we were expecting. Or that we might not get the credit that we think we deserve for it. Or just fear of rejection. It's just human nature. But despite all of this, what if I tell you that there are ways of unlocking your confidence? We're in times where everybody talks about confidence, like the top secrets on how to be super confident. And quite frankly, this is beyond just taking a magic pill and boom, overnight you're going to be confident. It doesn't work like that. We are allowed to be scared. We are allowed to be hesitant. We are allowed to have self-doubts. That is pretty normal. If we didn't, we wouldn't be humans at all. We just need to add that little portion of courage and bravery into the equation, and then you'll be able to take that next step into unlocking your confidence. You see, confidence by definition is the feeling of self-assurance based on our own appreciation of our own abilities and qualities. So with that being said, I want to share 3 key elements that will help you find that key to open the door into the self-reliance world. The number one hack for unlocking your confidence is to understand the driver's concept. Noel Birch, an employee with Gordon Training International, developed the Conscious Competence Ladder in 1970s. So when I read this book, I immediately thought of me while learning on how to drive a car. And I want to share this with you right now. So I want you to think of confidence as like a process on how to drive a car. There are 4 stages in which you have to go through in order to go from bike rider type of confidence to full Toretto mode on a sports car. The initial stage is when you don't even know that you don't know. Yeah, just bear with me here. So let's say that you're young and you're not even thinking about driving. What for? You're young. You don't need a car. You have your bike. So you're at that stage where you don't want to drive a car and you're not even thinking about it, right? But then it comes the stage where you are aware that you don't know how to drive a car and you want to, but you just don't have what it takes to get it done. Next one would be the level in which you learn. You get the skills, you get the step-by-step process, you try, but you're cautious about it. You take that car for a couple of rides, but you're still like driving and paying attention to the lady who wants to cross the street. You're looking at the truck that's behind you. You're still taking that deep breath of, oh my God, am I going to be able to hit the brakes on time? So that's the stage where you're not yet confident, right? But finally, you get to that point of full unconscious competence, where it only takes you a matter of seconds to get in that car, put your seatbelt on, turn on that engine, and get yourself on the road. All of your senses are super focused on speed, on the lady, on the truck, on the brakes. You're cool. You're not even thinking about it because it's something that's happening automatic. And you smoothly manage it all. Even you can curse at the person who's cutting you off Because now you know that you know. Oh my God, I just felt a deja vu. Some episodes of Friends. Okay, back on track. So again, I want you to think as confidence just as learning how to drive a car. At first, you're not even thinking about any personal projects whatsoever. For what? That's you're not on that stage yet. So, but then you get to the stage where you actually want to build something new, where you actually want to work on something, when you want to build your brand. You want to have your blog. You want to launch your podcast. You want to create your online business. And then you get to think, wow, there's a lot of things that I don't know. Then we move on to the next stage where you take the time, you read books, you sign up for webinars, you learn about the industry, and you start networking with other like-minded people. And you get to learn the behind the scenes, step-by-step process on how to get it done. You see, you know about it, but you're still not 100% confident about it. And it is until the point that you put yourself out there and that you do it over and over and over again, as many times as you can, that you will actually feel that Toretto vibe. And that's what it's all about. So the number one trick is to understand the driver's concept. This is not something that happens overnight. This is not a matter of waking up in the morning, just getting glammed up, putting on some makeup, and then you're going to feel confident. Of course, that helps, but it doesn't work like that. It takes a lot more than that. So once we understand that it is a process and that it is not something that happens overnight, and that it is a matter of practicing, and taking action despite the self-doubts. Unlocking your confidence is about turning on that car engine and getting yourself out on the road as many times as you can. The second hack for unlocking your confidence is to find your sweet spot. I read this for the first time on Tom and David Kelly's book, Creative Confidence. By the way, shout out to my rock, Eric, for giving me this wonderful book. I truly loved it. So one of the aspects I read on their book that really resonates with me is that when it comes to confidence, it's all a matter of understanding the duty versus passion. Whatever you're planning, whatever you're thinking about doing, anything that you have either in your head or written down, just ask yourself these three questions. Am I doing this because it is part of my job? Am I doing this because it is related to my career? Or am I doing this because it is my true calling? Whether you believe it or not, people can read you. They can see right through you if you're being authentic or not. They can see if you're just a copycat or if you're just trying to build a following without giving any value in return. And the reason why I still reinforce that these three questions are key as confidence boosters is because the sweet spot is right in the middle of these three. Just think about it. Your job is all about what you can do to have a steady income. Your career is all about your knowledge, your skills, your abilities, and your talent. And your true calling has to do with your passion. It has to do with where your heart truly is. When you decide to get on a personal project because your heart is in it, and not only that, but you also have the necessary skills and talent to get it done. And then on top of that, you're able to monetize from your idea. You have definitely found your sweet spot. The third hack for unlocking your confidence is to understand the impact of the pygmalion effect. We all live in a cycle, whether we want it or not. You have that distinctive image of yourself that there is no power in the world or no outside force that would make you change that image that you have about yourself. Then your behavior is driven by the concept that you have about yourself, of your potential, of your beliefs. And then the outcome that you have is based on your behavior. So this is the cycle that we live in. If confidence is the feeling of being sure about yourself, sure about your abilities, and believe that you can do something well or succeed at something, so that means that self-confidence is believing in yourself. Then how is the Pygmalion effect in all of this? Let's say that you're fully aware of your potential. You know that you have abilities and talents to get things done. You choose to believe in yourself. Then the effect is going to be that your beliefs will modify your behavior. Because now, since you believe in yourself, you're going to give your 100%. You're going to commit to any personal project that you have. You're going to give that extra mile. And guess what? When there is a person with passion, skills, abilities, talent, when you're dedicated, when you're committed, it's just a matter of time for you to smoothly transition from doubting to confidence. The lack of confidence is nothing else but the built expectations of oneself without having taken any actions towards fulfilling those expectations. Now let's go over a quick recap. Unlocking your confidence consists of understanding 3 key elements. Number 1, building confidence does not happen overnight. It is a process just like learning how to drive a car. There are stages everyone needs to go through in order to go from riding a bike type of confidence to a full Toretto mode on. Number 2, find your sweet spot. Ask yourself if your personal projects are related to your job, to your career, or if it's your true calling. When you decide to get on a personal project because your heart is in it, and not only that, but you also have the necessary skills and talents to get it done, and then on top of that, you're able to monetize from your idea, you have definitely found your sweet spot. Number 3, understand the impact of the Pygmalion effect. We live in a cycle. The image that you have of yourself, the belief that you have of yourself, it's going to impact your actions. And your actions are going to generate the outcome. Unlocking your confidence can be done. You just need to be willing in taking that one next step. In our next episode, we'll be talking about thinking like an influencer. Whether you are one or you want to become one or maybe not, I will share with you the benefits of thinking like one. And as in every episode, I ask you to reach out to someone and let them know how much you appreciate them. In this opportunity, I would like to reach out to Nancy's Jewelry Pty, 100% Panamanian brand. And the awesome aspect that makes these brands so unique is that every single one of their products are eco-friendly. Hugs, kisses, and all my love to the creative minds behind Nancy's brand. I'm sharing their account here as well, so we can all network and empower each other. So that was it for today, you guys. If you like this episode, please share it with someone that you love. Wherever you are, if you're listening to this podcast, please just take a selfie, take a screenshot, send it to me or tag me in it. My intention is to make out of this podcast a networking experience, so please allow me to share and connect with you as well. And remember, leaders don't create followers. They generate more leaders. Reach out to one person today and let them know how much you appreciate them. I'm Gigi, and this is Inner Beauty Marks.